Welcome to Flash Tutorial, Request 74, Coloring Book, Color Under Lines. This is sort of a follow-up. I have a tutorial called Flash Tutorial Request 44, Coloring Book Part 3 using ActionScript 3. I have that opened on my computer, and I'll just show you what the request here is. I'll just test this out, and you see if I pick the house, for example, and pick the blue and color, I cover the lines up. The request was to have the color under the lines. It sounds simple, but unless you've been shown how to do it, it might be difficult to figure out. We want to start by making sure all the layers are locked. Select this frame 2 of the actions layer, open the actions panel, do a right click, select all, do a right click, copy. While we're still here, I got it copied. At the very beginning, put a / and an asterisk. I want to comment all this out. Then come down to the end, put the asterisk. The asterisk is the upper case of the number 8. Asterisk /. Now, go to the library. My library is here. Come down, make a new symbol. Call it CANV, C-A-N-V as in canvas, capital H-O-U-S-E, _MC. Make sure movie clip is selected. Okay. Call this ActionScript AS, this layer. Select it, frame 1, open it, and paste in that code. Now, this is the code for the house. And what we want to do is, after each of these variables, put a capital H there, house, here, house, capital H. We want one here. We want rid H button. We want rid H. Here, rid H. Put an H here. Whoops. This can get tricky. Be careful when you do this. Looks simple, but it's easy to make a mistake. We want the blue button to be H, just to identify it as being belonging to the house drawing. Come down a little more. H, 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 H. I'm doing them all with you so we don't miss any. Size 5, H, 5H. If you got the picture, you can just go ahead and do it. Size 8H. I'm sure I'll make an error somewhere and I'll get a error code message. Right there could have been one. Look, H. 12. Right there, H. 12. And now the canvas, H. H. All of these need an H. 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 That one's wrong. Wrong spot. Very easy to do if you're not actually looking at it. This is that same one up there. Almost finished. H. Again. Mouse up. H. H there. Mouse down. H. Probably as soon as I run it, I'll find an error, usually what happens. This is the longest one to do. The rest are done for us pretty much. H, CNX, H, I'm going to put an H there, H here, CNYH, H there, drawing H, H, size line H, color H. Oops, see, that was in the wrong spot. This is the most boring part of this particular tutorial, and I think I have an error, but I'll straighten it out. H, H, and we're pretty much one more. I think this is the last one. Mouse move H, 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 you're probably gone ahead and have them all done by now. And this last one, and then I'll check something and get back to you. H. Okay, I'm going to go with that for now. Let's go back to the timeline, lock that layer, go back to scene 1. I want you to unlock the size layer and on the color layer. Click on the size layer, hold your control, click on the color layer, so I have them both selected. Right click, copy those layers. Open up your Canvas host movie clip. Right click on that layer, paste layers. Click on the action script layer, click on it and drag it to the top. In one motion, click on these 2 frames. Click on them, drag them to the left. In one motion, do this. Click and drag and color all them. Right click, remove frames. And these now are the new buttons and sizes. We've already given them instance names and the code, so now we got to make sure the instance names match. Lock the layers, unlock the size layer, click frame 1, make it fit window. Now click this, select this one, this first one, open the properties panel, and this got to be size 5H. Put the capital H there. Go down to the next one. This could be size 8H to match the code that we wrote. This one, size 12H. Lock that layer, select the color layer, do the same thing with the colors. Red H button. This one, blue H button. And this one, black H. Oh, okay, looks good. Lock that layer. Doesn't matter where you are, insert a layer. Just call it temp, as in temporary, T-E-M-P. And because we're on the house, pick up your text tool, make a block here. It doesn't matter what color, font, or what size, and put a capital H. Can't be white. I have white. There. And just put that on top there so we can see it. Lock all the layers. Go back to scene 1. And close this properties panel. Lock all the layers. There's the host layer. Select menu, insert a layer, call it CANV, capital H, as a canvas for the host. Select this frame number 2, convert to blank keyframe, open the library panel, and drag that canvas here for now. And just overlap it a little bit. There it is. Now let's give this a quick test, see if we got any errors. Control, test movie test. Oh, amazing. No errors. So now if I select the red and color it, you can see the line shines through. The blue shines through. You can see it. And I have different sizes. Big one, small one. So that worked. I'll do the next one with you, and then the rest you can do on your own. Lock all the layers, select frame 3 of the action code, open the actions panel, right click select all, right click copy, come back to the front, /*, down the bottom, */, open the library, create a new symbol, CANV, capital PLANE _MC. So canvas plain, okay. This is action script, AS, right there. Open the actions panel, paste in the code. And we can see down here how this has all been done for us. All we have to do for this part is the right here where this button here. We're going to make this red P. The rest has been done for us. Make this blue P. The rest has been done for us. And black P. And I believe that's all we need to do on this one here. Lock that layer. Let's go back to scene 1. Select the size layer. Hold your control down. Select the color layer. Right click copy layers. Open up the movie clip canvas plane. Get up here, right click, paste the layers, put the action script on top, click these 2 frames, drag them over to the left, select those, remove frames, unlock the size, open the properties panel, make sure that this one says size 5, P as in plane, 8 as in plane, size 12 as in plane. Up here this one, oops, lock that layer, open the colors layer, red, P as in plane, blue, P as in plane, and black. Get there, P as in plane. Lock it. I just want to go back and check this action script for a minute. It looks all good. Yeah, see how they're already done for us. But these buttons haven't. They're like, I knew there was something else to be done. Go in here. After we've done the black button, come down. This button's got to be done. 5P. The inside of the button code is alright. 8P and 12P. It's good. Back to the timeline of this. Make sure all the layers are locked. Doesn't matter where. Insert a layer. Call it temp. TEMP. And you're going to pick up your text tool and put a P as in plane. There it is. Lock all them layers, go back to scene 1. Find the plane layer, go to the layer below it, which is house. Click on it, insert a layer, call it CANVP as in canvas for the plane. Select frame 3, insert blank keyframe right there, and I'm going to close my properties panel, open the library panel, and drag in your plane canvas. I'm just going to put it down here for now. There it is here. And I'm going to test that out. No errors. There's my plane. It's this one here, blue. And I can see that the color is coming on top of the lines. Excuse me. I can see that the color is under the lines. Pick up the red. Works. And go to the smallest. And then try the largest. That looks good. Do the exact same thing for the last one, which is the boat, and I'll get back to you. Okay, I got my boat done, and I tested it, that works. Now we want to do some cleaning up here. I'm locking all the layers to start with, and I'm going to start with the house, the canvas house layer. I'm going to select right here and highlight those 2 frames, and I'm going to right click, remove those frames. I don't need them. Coming up here to where it's canvas for the plane, this one here, I'm going to highlight this frame, right click, remove that frame. Next I'm going to go on frame 2, and you see the house canvas, that's this one right here. If I turn it on and off, unlock that frame, make sure everything is selected, get your selection tool and move it so it is exactly in line with this original one. And if you want, you can use your arrow keys. I'm happy with that. And now I'm going to lock that and go to the next frame. That's the plane. So unlock the canvas for the plane layer. Highlight it and use your arrow keys and or your selection tool. Move it up and make sure that's in line with those. And now you can lock that layer. And then finally the canvas boat. Same thing, highlight it. Let's go unlock it, unlock the layer. Again, using your selection tool and or your arrow keys. Put that in place. Lock all the layers. And I'm going to click this little eyeball and hide all the layers for a minute. And it's this one here, size, and this one, color. These 2 layers. So just select the size layer, hold your control button down, again select the color layer, right click, delete these layers. We don't need them anymore. Now we can bring this stuff all back. Go into the canvas movie clips one at a time. There's the canvas plane, and I can remove this temp, delete this layer, go into the host one, delete this layer, and I think the other one is the boat, and delete these temp layers. Now let's give it a test. Control test movie test, and I'm going to try the host first with my red, and I'm happy that works. I'm going to try it now with my test movie test. There is a tutorial that shows you how to I think reset this so you don't have to go back and forth like this. There's another video I done earlier. It would work. Alright, so now there's one thing I have problem with this is the fact that I have black on black. So that when I actually draw on something, I'll show you, for example, test movie test. If I'm drawing on the boathouse, for example, and choose black, you can't see the lines. So either you don't use black and use a different color and go through it all and change the color, or you go into the individual picture. For example, let's just look at the house for a minute. Right here, there's the house picture. And I'm going to select the house. It's all fuzzy. If not, highlight it with your selection tool. And get on it, click, and I'm going to change the stroke color to a grayish color. You could do that. Now when I test it, test the house, and I use my black, I can see the line. So the choice is yours. I'm going to put it back the way it was. The black. Now, because I am not using any of the codes in any of these frames, I can select these 3 frames in one motion, right click, and I can remove those frames. If you have code in them, you can't remove it. You can just go in and delete the areas you commented out if you wish. I hope you learned something from this tutorial, and I hope you use what you learn.